welcome back to my channel. Today I actually just wanted to make a little self-care day video. As you can see, I'm in my super comfy clothes. This is my Coldplay t-shirt, which I love so much. So I advise you to join me on this self-care day and get comfy, get into your comfortable clothes, take off your makeup, and let's begin the self-care routine. Sometimes I feel like the days that I just want to flop onto bed, watch a movie and doodle are the days that I need to push myself to look after myself a little bit more. I think focusing on self-care activities when you don't feel like doing anything actually makes you feel so much better in the end. So when I wake up, I start my morning off with meditation, and sometimes it's 5 minutes of breathing while I'm still lying down, and other times I usually sit for about 20 minutes. I'm working on making that a little bit longer because I do really feel the benefits from meditating, especially in the morning. Then I carry on with my morning routine. We're on holidays from work, so we make it a point to go out every single morning. We have this really nice park about 5 minutes away, and we like to watch the sunrise there, and the temperature is so beautiful in the morning, so we do a few laps around there. Going out into nature is so important for me, and connecting with other living things around me actually helps me stay and feel so much more grounded every day. After the walk, I come home and do some yoga. Movement in general is important to me because I can definitely feel that it allows me to get that stuck energy flowing through my body. I always remind myself of how good I feel afterwards to keep me motivated. And now it's time for nourishment. So I had a berry smoothie this morning for breakfast, and for lunch I had quinoa pasta with some veggies. I have recipes for both of these things, and I'll leave them linked in the description box below so you can maybe try them out. I think nourishing your body with whole foods is so essential for your well-being and self-care. 90% of serotonin is actually created in your gut, so making sure you have a variety of nutrients and minerals throughout your diet is so important for keeping you happy. And now it's time for skincare, and I'm gonna do my face mask right now. So if you want to join me with a face mask, you can pause this video and apply one too. For me, skincare is self-care. I feel so good and cared for on the inside when I look after myself on the outside. And this includes your body, hair, and everything else too. When I do a face mask, it's like I'm clearing every single thing that I've put on throughout the day. I'm removing all of the unwanted things that have built up. So I like to think about everything that I've dealt with during the day. I'm letting go of it through the face mask. So I have my little bowl of hot water here, and I'm just going to steam my face with a towel. I usually lean over it, but just because I'm recording, I'm going to use a towel. And this is a really nice hack just to help you slow down your skincare. So by slowing down your skincare, I mean taking more time to do the little things that you might forget about. Most of the time, I wash my face in the shower, apply some oil, and I'm out the house. So I really want to focus on making sure I give back to myself and slow down the way I do things. So I've just soaked my towel in some hot water, and I'm just going to wait for it to cool down a little bit before I put it on my face. It's a nice way to slow down and soften the skin, which helps you be a bit more mindful when it comes to prepping for a face mask as well. This is so nice and relaxing. You can also just do this with your friends and family, whether it's over a Zoom call or in real life. I like to sometimes add lavender oil or tea tree oil to the water just to give it more of a spa-like experience. So I usually do this about 3 times, and you can just tailor it to yourself depending on how much time you have. Okay, so now I feel like my skin is ready for the face mask. I'm going to be using the Aztec Healing Clay Mask, which is one of my favorites. I usually like to leave my skin quite damp before I apply this because it does get quite tight. My skin is quite normal, so if you have sensitive skin, you don't really want to let this dry on your face for too long, but just try it out and see how your own skin responds to it. My skin is quite congested here, so I really love using this a couple of times a week, but in the winter, I don't think you need it as much. So now that I'm done with that, while this dries, you can either just sit with your eyes closed, you can look outside the window, you can do another activity if you like, but I really like to spend this time giving myself a little massage. I often just do my shoulders, but I think massaging is really important, and if you're familiar with dry brushing, I kind of just focus on the similar thing. Remember to massage your body towards your heart. You could use a tool or a dry brush or even your hands, and this will help get that stagnant fluid in the lymphatic system moving, which will then help detox your body as well. So I've just washed my face and I'm going to apply this Dr. Botanicals Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. And this is another way that I like to slow down my skincare just by giving myself a little face massage. By the way, all of the products that I use will be linked in the description box as well if you're interested in any of them. So I'll just take a few drops of those and just massage it onto my face. Afterwards, I'll use a roller just to kind of give myself some more TLC. At this point, you can add whatever you like on your face. Add your eye creams, add your lip balms, but for now I'm just going to stick with the oil. Another thing that I like to do in my self-care day or as part of my self-care routine is to switch off my screens. I know that I'm using a camera right now, but most of the day I'm not with my phone, laptop, and I'm not with the iPad either. As much as I love watching Netflix on the days off, I try to avoid it when I want to give back to myself a little bit more. So instead, we usually go out and we leave our phones at home, or I try to do something fun at home as well. This could be something creative or anything that you've been putting off for a while. I have a scrapbook and I haven't updated it for 2 whole years. I've been collecting tickets and everything that I would need to put inside, but I haven't actually given it time to create something. So I'm going to be focusing on that today, and I'll insert a little clip here so you can see what I've done so far. So get creative and unleash that inner child and just have some fun today. And this reminds me, I've also just made another video on some New Year's resolutions where I talk about getting creative and letting your inner child come out and just really enjoying life from within. So you can check that out if you want some ideas for New Year's resolutions. Next up is to declutter. I usually keep my space quite clean, so I just do a quick tidy up, just get rid of anything that shouldn't be where it is and put it where it belongs. And this just gives you a nice feeling of a clean space where you can focus on yourself. Like I said, we're on holiday, so we try to get out, and sometimes we like to go to the beach and watch the sunset and just listen to the waves. The weather is so nice, so it's perfect to just sit and enjoy. I've also mentioned in my New Year's resolution video is that you should try to make it a point to at least watch the sunrise or the sunset every day. It only takes a few minutes, so carve some time out of your day and just appreciate the sun rising or setting. I think this is actually a really amazing way for your body clock to work as well, as we rise when the sun does and we go to sleep when the sun sets too. So just tuning in with the world around us is a really nice way to just feel a bit more grounded as well. During the evening, I like to turn off all the lights and put lamps on instead, light some candles, and just get cozy with a tea and have a chat, enjoy some nice dinner, and just relax. Do whatever you want, do whatever makes you happy, play some games, read some books, watch some Netflix if you feel like it. Just slow down and disconnect from everything else and give back to yourself, look after yourself, and give love to yourself. Journaling is a huge part of my life because it helps me reflect and create more of an intention during my days as well. I like to journal, especially when I don't feel like it, because that's always when I need it the most. Whether it's a short entry or a long entry, you can just write about whatever you did in the day. I think meditating in the morning helps me start the day off on a blank slate, and journaling in the evening helps me go to sleep with a blank slate. So that's all for my little self-care day today. I hope it inspires you to look after yourself and include a little extra self-care in your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope you're all having a wonderful time and reflecting now that the end of the year is so close. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.